Welcome to Portsmouth Now. I'm your host, Rob Lauer. August may be the final month of summer, but in Portsmouth, the month is filled with lots of great special events and activities. Won't you join us as we give you a preview of some of them right here and right now on this August 2015 episode of Portsmouth Now. Welcome to Portsmouth Now. The August calendar is filled with special one-time events in Portsmouth, but there are also other events that take place every single week. One of them is the weekly Portsmouth Old Town Farmers Market. It's open every Saturday morning at the intersection of Court Street and High Street, wrapping around the Portsmouth Art and Cultural Center. If you're looking for fresh, locally grown vegetables and fruit, locally raised meat and poultry, locally caught seafood and fish, then you'll be impressed by the goods that the local farmers and the vendors have on display at the market. You'll also find fresh baked goods, dairy products, not to mention a number of art and crafts and home decorations. Even if you're not shopping for groceries, the Old Town Farmers Market is a great place to stroll, browse, meet friends, and socialize. So come out every Saturday morning between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. from now until Christmas. Another event taking place every weekend in August is the Sunday Movies at Portsmouth City Park. At 7 p.m. on August 2nd, kids and adults will both enjoy the comedy of Toy Story 3. The evil fairy Maleficent will work her magic on Sunday, August 9th, beginning at 7 p.m. Take the family out to see Paddington at 7 p.m. on Sunday, August 16th. Relive the enchantment of Disney's Cinderella at 7 p.m. on Sunday evening, August 23rd. And on Sunday evening, August 30th, don't miss the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at 7 p.m. For more information on any of these movies, call the Portsmouth Department of Parks and Recreations at 757-393-8481. The 29th Annual Unity Gospel Rama celebration begins on Saturday, August 1st at Portside in Old Town. This two-day music event is free and open to the public. Gospel Rama is presented by the Portsmouth Redevelopment and Housing Authority, Action Automotive Inc., Artistic Designs, Parkview United Methodist Church, and HOPS, helping others progress successfully. An organization established in 1985 by Christine M. Davis. Recently, we visited Ms. Davis to find out more about Gospel Rama. I'm joined by Yolanda Davis and her grandmother, Christine Davis, and they're going to tell us a little bit about Gospel Rama. Now, Ms. Christine, I understand that you started Gospel Rama.
Yes.
So how long ago was that?
In 1986.
Now, you have a very impressive musical background. You want to tell us a little bit about that? Or do you want to brag on her or something?
Well,
Has she done?
of course, I can definitely brag on my grandmother. Years before 1986, she was in Windsor, Canada, with their opera company, and they had a emancipation celebration. And she's always been into history, and when she came back to Virginia in 1986, she started the Emancipation Celebration here in Portsmouth. This celebration was a week-long celebration, and it always ended with gospel music. So on the day that it ended with gospel music was an amazing day. So from then on, the emancipation lasted for about 4 years, but we never stopped with the gospel music. So every first weekend in August, since 1986, we've been having the Gospel Rama at Portside.
Okay, now this is a two-day event.
It's right? It started off as a 3-day event, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but now we've come down to 2 days, and it's just a great event right here in the city.
So it's at Portside.
It's at Portside on the water stage.
Okay. So what are the times? It goes the 2 days?
The 2 days, each day is from 3 p.m. until 9 p.m. So you have Saturday, you can come out Saturday from 3 to 9, and Sunday, when church is over, you can come out from 3 to 9.
And this is absolutely free?
Free to the public. All we ask is that you donate a canned good so that around holiday times we can provide those to families in need.
That's great. So tell me, have you had some of the same people coming year after year?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So tell us about some of the acts.
We have the great Eric Taylor. We have Frankie Davis he's from Portsmouth, but he lives in Paris, and he comes every year.
All the way from Paris?
All the way from Paris. Myself and my cousin Alexandria will be singing on Saturday. We have Brenda Boone, We have a lot of great groups. I think right now it's probably too many to name.
And they donate their time. They do this
Free of charge.
Free of charge?
They donate their time and they just come out, they donate their services and they minister, and it's just great.
They must get a lot out of it if they keep coming back year after year.
You know what? I don't think they get as much out of it as they give.
Yeah.
We also have praise dancers and mimes, soloists, choirs. We used to have the puppets, but hopefully we can get them back. But we just have a great group of people that love to come out. They love to minister, and it's free to the public, free time. And we also have a ballet group that comes out on Saturday.
It's a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
So what would you say to the audience about
August 1st and 2nd, 2015, at the Portside Water Stage. You don't want to miss the 29th annual Unity Gospel Rama celebration presented by Hops Helping Others Progress Successfully and Mrs. Christine M. Davis.
Can you tell us a little bit about the organization?
Hops Helping Others Progress Successfully is an organization that Miss Davis started to bring cultural and economic change to Portsmouth. 1985 is when it started. So she started this before the Gospel Rama. So this was, her organization was just one avenue into what she wanted to do here in the city.
Well, thank you for all the good that you've done and for all the good you continue to do. And thanks for taking time to tell us about Gospel Rama.
Thank you.
Come on out. You won't want to miss it. The 29th Annual Unity Gospel Rama celebration will be held at Portside at 6 Crawford Parkway on Saturday, August 1st and Sunday, August 2nd. The music begins each day at 3 p.m. and continues until 9 p.m. and admission is free. And speaking of music, throughout the month of August, the Antelos Wireless Pavilion at 16 Crawford Circle in Old Town continues to offer its annual summer offering of musical concerts. On Thursday evening, August 6th, Need to Breathe, the Grammy-nominated American rock and roll band from South Carolina, will perform at 7 p.m. On Saturday evening, August 15th, don't miss the Australian Pink Floyd Show and Led Zeppelin II at 7 p.m. Having sold over 3 million tickets to concerts that have taken place in 35 countries, the Australian Pink Floyd Show is rightfully hailed as one of the most in-demand touring entities currently operating. On Wednesday evening, August 19th, OAR, Of a Revolution, will appear in concert at 7 p.m. OAR is the perennial summer favorite band in Hampton Roads, known for their intense, vibrant live shows, so put their August 19th concert on your calendar. Tickets for all of these August concerts are currently on sale at the Pavilion box office and at Ticketmaster locations. To charge tickets by phone, call 800-745-3000. You can also purchase tickets online at www.ticketmaster.com. A few moments ago, I spoke about weekly events that take place every week in Portsmouth, and Lavoris Pace from the Department of Marketing, Entertainment, and Tourism is here to tell us a little bit about a new program that's starting up. Welcome, Lavoris.
Thank you. Well, about 2 years ago when council had a council retreat, they started talking about different things that would happen in the city to help put increased feet on the street. And so, of course, I was trying to be very clever. So I wore my Portside t-shirt in hopes that I would conjure up a conversation about reestablishment of Portside. And sure enough, Councilman Moody took the bait, and we started having a very aggressive conversation about reestablishing Portside. Because if you can remember back in the day when they created Portside, that happened because they had Waterside.
Right.
Well, it's almost like Back to the Future, because here again, the Cordish Group in Norfolk, they're getting ready to revitalize Waterside and make it Waterside Live. And so our thing from a standpoint of tourism is what's going to be our complement on this side of the water. So last year, Parks and Recreation, when they were producing the events, they started having things down at Portside, and they stopped calling it Northside Landing or Northside Landing, and started calling it Portside. And so they tried to build upon the brand recognition or name recognition of the venue of that area. And so when we were changed from marketing and communications to marketing, entertainment, and tourism.
And that's why I couldn't remember the name of the department. They just changed it again.
Right. So we decided at that point to try to focus on doing some things down at Portside. And as it ended up, I had to give an update to council about events and things that were happening in the city. And so the conversation ensued again. And so they asked me to go away and come back with some ideas about doing some weekday entertainment series or concert series at Portside. And sure enough, I went back and we talked about different things. And so the concert series will be named Sunset Thursdays at Portside. It'll be from 6:30 to 8 every Thursday. It will start, the first concert featuring Stan Howard will start on Thursday, July 30th, and we will go until September 24th with these Thursday concerts. And of course, because of the fact that we're still in the same fiscal year, they will start back again June 2016, the first Thursday, and go to the end of the month. So it promises to be a great concert. We've got a wide variety of entertainment. We are going to have food and beverage vendors on site.
Okay.
And so we're trying to reestablish Portside without the venue, if you will.
Yeah.
And that's the second phase of trying to figure out what we're going to do in terms of a structural piece that brings all this together.
Would these be on the stage?
They
Still
will be,
down there?
Sure, they will be on the water stage, and of course, at the backdrop, the beautiful Elizabeth River and all that good stuff. And that's why we named it Sunset Thursdays, because we thought that would convey everything we needed to convey.
Right.
Sunset Thursdays at Portside. So.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us and telling us about it. And be sure to check out Sunset Thursdays.
A whole new world of imagination opens before their eyes. The Children's Museum of Virginia, Old Town Portsmouth.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to this August 2015 episode of Portsmouth Now. The 45th Annual Seawall Art Festival is scheduled for Saturday, August 22nd and Sunday, August 23rd. To find out more about this year's show, we headed down to the Seawall itself. I'm joined by Linda Torres, who is the show director of the Seawall Art Show. Thank you so much for joining us, Linda.
Oh, thank you, Rob. I appreciate you coming.
Now, you've been involved with the Seawall for a number of years, haven't you?
Yes, about 5 years. I started in as the volunteer coordinator for the show because this is a volunteer-run show. And last year was my first year as the show director. So this year, we're looking forward to our 45th anniversary and excited to put the show on.
Tell us a little bit about the organization behind the Seawall Art Show.
Well, the Seawall Art Show is a volunteer-run program. We are through the Portsmouth Museums Foundation, supported by the city with the Portsmouth Museums. They actually give us office space, but it's a group of volunteers that have worked for a long time. Many of them are on the Portsmouth Fine Arts Commission, and we get our volunteers there. We get volunteers from around the neighborhood that come in and do everything from organizing and planning and setting up and distributing water to the police department that provides us with security, not only for the artist tents that are here, but while everyone is here, just to make sure that we're nice and safe. The sheriff's department as well. So I'd like to thank the city of Portsmouth for all their support.
Now, if someone were watching this, and they think, well, you know, maybe next year I'd like to volunteer in some capacity. Can they do that?
Absolutely, absolutely. Contact us on through the website is the easiest. SeawallArtShow.org.
Okay, SeawallArtShow.org.
Yep.
Go in there and they can find out more about it. And
they can send us. They can contact us, send us an email, and we'll be glad to put them to work.
I'm sure you would. So now, are there hundreds of artists, or is there a smaller group of artists? How does that work? I mean,
it's a select group of artists. This is a fine arts and fine crafts show.
Oh.
We have less than 100 artists that have gone through a rigorous jury process.
Okay, now for somebody who might not know what a jury process is, what is that?
We have qualified people who are working in the art world who actually look at the work and make sure that it meets all the criteria.
So if I were an artist, I basically would send you slides or examples of my work, and you all would judge that and determine whether it was up to par.
Absolutely, absolutely. And in fact, we've made the process much easier now. It's all electronic. You can actually sign on to our website and submit everything that way.
So you said I have about 100 artists this year?
Yes, just under 100 artists, and in all the different categories. We have different types of painting. We have the acrylics, watercolor, oil, as well as photography and wood, sculpture, fiber, mixed media, you name it, glass, we've got it.
And these items are for looking,
sale.
Of course, but also for sale.
For sale, absolutely. Our artists want you to come down here and bring out your credit card, bring out the debit card. Cash is always accepted.
All right, now if people wanted to come to this, when is it and where is it? The Seawall, obviously. We're standing in part of the Seawall here.
Absolutely, it's right down here in Portsmouth. Located the first block of High Street, and then all of the High Street landing. So we're on both sides of the water. It is called the Seawall Art Show, and it's Saturday and Sunday, August 22nd and 23rd. Starts at 10 o'clock in the morning, runs through 6 on Saturday and 5 in the afternoon on Sunday.
Are there other things going on? Is there entertainment? Is there food? What types of things go on? Say you just want to come out with the family and browse.
We've got food vendors here. We've got some of the local restaurants. We'll be participating in that this year. We have bands. We've got a little bit of country. We've got a little gospel. We've got a little rock and roll. We've got a little bit of everything all day Saturday and all day Sunday.
So even if a person isn't maybe necessarily into art so much, it's just a great time to come out with family, friends.
Come out, see the seawall, enjoy the time, have an ice cream, have a snow cone, some popcorn, some food, enjoy yourself, and look at some fabulous art.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today and telling us all about it.
Thank you, Rob. I appreciate it.
Portsmouth Art and Cultural Center, located at the corner of Court Street and High Street in Old Town Portsmouth, is hosting a number of events this August. Let's see what's coming up. I'm at the courtyard of the Portsmouth Art and Cultural Center with Gail Paul, who is the curator. Thanks for joining us, Gail.
Thank you, Rob.
So I understand that you have a number of things, some displays closing sometime in August, but then other displays opening in August and some special events. Why don't you tell us about those?
Well, we will have Virginia Earth Ceramic Arts will be opening on August 15th. Downstairs we will, August 15th, and downstairs we'll continue with The Architect Within with Philip Weber, and that goes on through August 16th.
Okay, so what is that display, The Architect Within? Tell us a little bit about that.
Frankly, where I started Taliesin, which is a school for architecture, and Philip Weber, who is a Portsmouth resident, he went there for 9 years. That exhibition was offered in conjunction with the exhibit we currently have up, which is Frank Lloyd Wright Samara and Beyond. So most of those drawings from that exhibit relate to the time that when Philip was at Taliesin.
Okay.
So it's a lot of drawings and things that he had done, boxes and things like that he did while he was at Taliesin.
Okay, that'll be up through the 15th?
Through the 15th.
Okay, now tell us about the other one that opens on the 15th. Yep.
Okay, and that one is called Virginia Earth Ceramic Arts. That was a show that I co-curated with John Jessamine, Stephen Glass, both ceramic artists, and so that will feature approximately 28 to 30 ceramic artists, work by ceramic artists here in the state of Virginia. Okay. So it really offers a range from installations type work to utilitarian vessels to things that get more sculptural in form.
Okay, now are there any special lectures or anything like that associated with either of the shows?
We will have, Philip Weber will be giving a talk about his experience at Taliesin, and that will be on the first Saturday in August. I believe that's August 8th. Okay. And that will be at 1:30. Then also we have our first Friday concert in the courtyard, and that will feature Robin Thompson. So that's on the 7th, that first Friday of the month, and that's from 5 till 8. So that's, Robin Thompson's been here several times, and so he's always a great act to see.
Okay, now for those who don't know, I plug them as much as I can on the show, but the concerts in the courtyard, that's a pretty cool way to spend an evening, Friday evening.
Yes, it is. And it's free and open to the public. Our exhibits are open, so people can come, enjoy a relaxed evening in the courtyard, listen to some great music.
There's seating everywhere.
There's seating. We provide seating. Some people even decide to bring their own chairs, but we provide quite a bit of seating. There's tables, so there's refreshments as well.
And some liquid refreshments too.
Yes, that as well.
Of all types.
Of all types. So it's just depending on what your pleasure is. So.
Well, great. All right. Well, thanks for joining us and telling us about it.
Okay.
And so come out to the Portsmouth Art and Cultural Center really any day of the week. You're closed on Mondays?
We're closed now on Tuesdays as well. So we're open Wednesday through Friday from 10 till 5, except for first weekends we're open until 8 o'clock that night on Friday night. And then Saturday and Sunday, Saturday is 10 till 5 as well, and Sunday is 1 till 5.
All right, well, come on out, see the exhibits, come out for first weekend events the first Friday of every month. It's a great way to spend a Friday evening. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Rob. I appreciate it.
When we return to Portsmouth Now, we'll visit the Portsmouth Humane Society, so stay tuned.
A whole new world of imagination opens before their eyes. The Children's Museum of Virginia, Old Town Portsmouth.
Portsmouth, Virginia, home to quiet beauty and charm. Discover Old Town, built by patriots and filled with families. Walk to shops, restaurants, history, and breathtaking water views. Get more in Portsmouth. Tell your realtor.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Welcome back to Portsmouth Now. Recently, I headed over to the headquarters of the Portsmouth Humane Society to find out about a special event that they'll be sponsoring very soon. So I understand that there is a big fundraiser coming up for the Portsmouth Humane Society in September.
Yes, actually we have the second annual Arthur G. McGinley Golf Tournament held at the Elizabeth Manor Golf and Country Club on Thursday, September 3rd. We have a 12:30 shotgun start. Have room for about 60 golfers. There's lots of opportunities for sponsorships, whether that's for a corporate sponsor, a whole sponsor. If you would like to, if you have a restaurant and you want to donate lunch for our players, that's certainly something. And you know, if you love to golf and you like animals, then it's a great opportunity to join your two loves.
Okay, so how does the tournament benefit?
Actually, last year we profited about $12,000, and that money goes directly to the care of our animals. It's food, it's vaccinations, emergency vet care.
Do you have corporate sponsors for this?
We have Crescent Bank as one of our sponsors. Town Bank is one of our sponsors.
Synergy, Integrative Medical.
Right, and Portfolio Recovery
Portfolio Recovery Associates have been some of our major corporate sponsors. We also have local businesses like D&J Automotive, Kennedy and Branch, Western Branch Diesel. Yeah, familiar Portsmouth folks.
Okay, great. Now, if people want more information, do they need to register ahead? How do we go about?
There's two ways to do it. You can either email me at phsgolfinfo@cox.net, or you can call here at the shelter and ask for James at 397-6004, and we can send you a registration form. You can probably pay online at our website, or you can certainly send us a check or cash.
Is there anything you'd like people to know about the work of the Humane Society?
You know, we're here our mission is to find permanent homes for the animals of Portsmouth. So the homeless animals of Portsmouth, whether it's a dog, a cat, or a bunny.
Are these little fellows homeless?
They are. They have their home here for right now, and they can stay here as long as they need to. We don't put a time limit on anybody here. So I think enchilada and tostada, they're about 11. They're about 11 weeks old, and they come current on their vaccinations. They are spayed or neutered, and they have a microchip. So they're all ready to go.
Okay, and all you need to do is stop in here.
Stop in and see the animals.
Yep, our new location is at 4022 Seaboard Court, which is in the Cavalier Industrial Park. Open every day but Tuesday, usually at noon. And you just come in, take a look, see who you fall in love with, fill out an application, and you're on your way.
You're part of your family.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us today and telling us all about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Telling us about the golf tournament.
That's right. We'll see you on Thursday, September 3rd at Elizabeth Manor Golf and Country Club.
That's it for our August 2015 episode of Portsmouth Now. If you want to learn more about any of the events featured on our show today, simply log on to www.portsvaevents.com and then come to Portsmouth, where if you give us a day, we'll give you a vacation. I'm Rob Lauer. Join me next time for our September and October episode of Portsmouth Now.